Yes, Nora. Hopefully we'll get even closer to finishing this quest, or a lot. So, in case you weren't sure, we've come back to the tribe. We saved their hides from being wrecked by machines.
Welcome to Aletheia Cradle 9.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped.
Okay. We're now in Elysium, and there's a couple of things we need to do. One of them is I hear there's another one of those stranded things around here somewhere. Oh, hello, don't want to go that high. So we'll have to try and find that wherever that is. Well, I think there's a stranded thing here. This heart of Nora. Oh, what's that? What's that purple thing?
So this is Aletheia.
Where you were made.
See, there's a mixed expression here. What's all this crap on the wall? We got some little picture of a nurse and a robot. Maybe a nurse hiding in a robot. Someone going crazy. And then that crazy person becoming an adult. Okay. Following you so far. Now, that's clearly the correct route. Let's go down the way that leads to treasure.
So these are artificial wombs.
The mothers of a new generation hundreds of years ago.
And me?
Well, I mean, how many of modern humanity are meant to be these machines as well?
So this was it?
Where you were born.
But why?
Apparently we found our chamber. I'm not quite sure which one of these data points it is. Maybe it's this one. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it was, yeah. It doesn't really say anything, it just says someone's used it. Now this may talk to us. Nope, that ain't talking either. Oh, something's partial reactivation. Some other rubbish. So I might have started it up again. But yeah, basically we found our creation toolkit there. So we're effectively the killer of the machine. Again, that's the correct route. Why don't you do that? What is this place? Oh, I see shiny. I was misled. Shiny was a lie. Shiny was a lie. Oh, a kids' play area. What the heck? This reminds me of Fallout Van Buren, because they talk about that idea that of robots raising the generation
These
of kids.
look like cribs.
The cradles of a cradle facility.
And those things, the multi-servitors, they took care of them.
There was no one else.
So originally the robots are meant to have taken care of humans. What are they saying? This is explaining that that's a nursery. Right. Did we miss something here? How we skip so far along in the messages? Oh, whatever. We'll just keep going down the right route. Oh, found a body. What the heck is this?
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother!
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun, not lights and pictures.
You will, in time, children.
In time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time.
Damn, these annoying kids. Good thing we let the robot raise them. I'm not sure if they would have lived past tomorrow if they'd let the parents. Lesson. can't even read the lessons. We go all the way along. Down to data points. Oh, whatever's. Couldn't find it, some sort of lesson. Let me talk to the children.
So this is where they lived? It's a mess. Everything's broken or painted on.
Yeah, that's kids for you. So this says there are multiple failures in
How long did they live
the
here?
living facility. There's a couple of corpses lying around. It's not that child friendly, really. I hope the corpses are machines and not actually kids.
Leave us alone, Father.
After what just happened, I can't leave you two alone. You broke community rules.
Just let us talk then. Go away.
I'm sorry, children, but I must provide supervision.
You're not even a person.
You sound frustrated. Let's run and jump and go off steam.
Okay, the robots weren't exactly the best design to... You might not have seen that, but basically we had adolescents there. Adolescents, children, 16, probably, you know what I mean, why they need supervision. Not quite old enough for that facility yet.
I have no choice but to release you. But why? There is no food here anymore.
But there's food out there?
We don't know for sure.
Come on, let's go!
I don't know.
Mother, can we come back if we're cold?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible. You will have to support yourselves now and take care of each other.
Well, that
What
seems
will
a bit
happen to
silly.
you? I will stay here and sleep and remember all of you.
What will happen to us?
You will be brave and you will learn.
Ah, yeah. Do you see where there's the clear links between what she was saying and the Nora tribe? She says you will be brave. What do our people when they come of age become? Braves. Oh, there you go. Clear link as any between the Nora tribe and, or at least the early Nora tribe, and this place. And that whole King game they were playing earlier, that reminds you of the Sun King.
Someday. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
It's big down there.
Now, Father.
Children, that area is not yet available.
Get him!
Physical aggression detected.
Ooh.
Physical aggression is not permitted.
Looks like she got...
Except yours. Damn sentinels.
Children, may I be of
Please.
assistance?
Go away, healer.
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
Basically, the kids wanted to go downstairs because
were
it was a
trapped
huge
here.
facility.
Their whole lives.
And,
In plain view of luxurious space.
What went wrong? Why couldn't they access the other areas?
Unknown. But you won't have that problem.
yeah, because obviously we're basically a recreation of the owner.
Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
Yeah,
It wouldn't
there's,
open for them. Of
There's
course
lots-
they hated it.
for God's sake. There's lots of graffiti on the main bunker door. It has like a picture of effectively
For
Parliament.
identiscan. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized.
Yeah, the main
Greetings,
bunker was
Dr.
locked
Silva.
off.
You are clear to proceed. Welcome to Lyceum, a
The
place
children's
of learning.
living area is effectively the size of... Didn't they just say... You know, if you were in an apartment block and you could only go on 3 different
So,
floors, that's
what
the
was
size.
this place exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
Why not?
Welcome, students. Please pick up a focus device and place it on the side of your head, just behind your eye.
I had to dredge the pit
Hello,
of the world
child.
looking for focuses
My
to
name
repair.
is Samina.
And here sat a troll.
Today is a big day.
And
Your
Richard
first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Apollo offline.
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard. The charnel house of knowledge. What we might have achieved had we not been denied it.
Maybe there's a way to fix it. But it's not why I came here.
Of course. What's the whole of human knowledge next to the origin of one girl? Continue your search.
So, clearly, you know, Silas is very upset because Apollo here was never realised. The massive database of world knowledge. Just to keep in mind, right, so these kids, 20-year-olds, so they spend 20 years of their life living in effectively the space of 3 apartment floors. And they were looking out the window and they could see hundreds of these computers, which was Apollo, that they couldn't access. Well, there's about 10
Hello,
of them.
child.
Oh.
My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction.
What? I'm just walking around to see if I can activate all of these sort of response things. See if they're all the same.
Hello, child.
Oh, Jesus.
My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's
Silas
so
was
much for you
complaining
to learn.
earlier.
So much promise and possibility.
Is there downstairs bit here?
Malfunction.
Yeah, so it was saying Silas was massively complaining because for him, he had to dig and search and properly look to find one of those headset earpieces like the one that Aloy is using now. Whereas, well, you know, what's it called? Alright, so we could go up there, but we're not going to do that. Whereas coming into this facility where there's a crap ton of Apollo computers, there's literally hundreds upon hundreds of these headset pieces, and it just goes further and further down. It looks like you could have trained thousands of people
Hello,
here.
child.
Oh,
My
so
name is
leave me
Sabrina.
alone, Sabrina.
Today is a big day.
Leave me
Your
alone,
first day
Sabrina.
of school. There's so much for you to learn.
Oh, good lord.
Promise and possibility.
So much for me to learn, so much that I do not wish to learn.
Malfunction. Apollo offline.
I think we should really work out a way of somehow fixing Apollo. Imagine if the Nora tribe walks in here. I mean, we talk about how great the Sun King is with their amazing fancy elevators and stone buildings. We'll just ruin them. Literally ruin them. They would have nothing on this level of education. Well, was that stairs leading down? Or both led up? Different bits? So we're expected to go through there, which means we're going to avoid there, try and go through this one instead. Which also just leads straight back to it. Damn it. Right, let's just go in the control room. Looks like we're going nowhere else, so...
Priority drug check for Dr. Sobek. Please scan message with focus.
That sounds important.
Yes. I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
But before then, let's scan other things in here. Operations log. So this says... Okay. Sorry about that. I'm sure you thought that we'd just cut out there. In actuality, I had accidentally unplugged the microphone and in the dark was trying to put it back in. So it reads, the inhabitants were released. The cross-check was completed. I'm assuming the building was sealed. Data was archived. Operations were suspended. The prime order was received. The runtime was recommended. The prime store query was processed. Guesstimation order was received. The initiation started. The prime. Then suddenly there's all these alert things saying, you know, prime offline, nutrients depleted, zygotes banks depleted. Something else viable, multi-server warnings and multi-server power malfunctions, multi-server repair tasking, processed chamber repaired, attached guest station initiated, power save initiated, runtime recommended, prime still offline, viable multi-server, something else, multi-server, something got delivered, access, prime instructions, multi-server, match unsealed, post positioning successful, hatch sealed, multi-server malfunction, sealed, operation suspended. So a lot of stuff going on at the same time there, but sounds like the kids were released, and then suddenly everything started going wrong, and probably run out of nutrients early and stuff like that. I'm going to just have a little wander around before we look at any crap.
Present credentials.
Alright, guess we're going to have to do this. Just stand here. No, just stand. Let's use this. Oh. Oh Jesus. So Gaia has literally formed herself.
This message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature. Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. A moment, Elizabeth. This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
So, basically, in effect, our mother created us in the image of her mother.
So,
yeah,
you're even more extraordinary than I thought.
And we're here to ensure all of humanity survives and thrives.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine. Born in destruction and fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Alright guys, that's pretty cool. So we have effectively found out that humanity massively relies on us. We are definitely a test tube baby, but we're something that was created a bit later on in the process.
Identiscan malfunction rectified. Alethea 9. Route 1 access unsealed.
So yeah, we're a later version. No better way to put it. What the? There we go. So we were created to restore all of humanity, which we might be able to do. Don't know yet. Oh, yeah, so we're meant to something about restoring humanity by restoring the Gaia project. We're here to get rid of Hades because we can access everything. What the? Why is there nothing down here? Was I meant to go up? I have a feeling we're meant to go up. What? No, just jump. Just jump. There we go. Just tell it 7 times.
This is going to be interesting.
So we've got to go back out the door we just opened, I think. Yeah, we grabbed everything in here. We're all cool. Let's go back outside. They were like, wow, human, wow. You're alive. Oh, praise the gods.
Aloy, forgive. Forgive! The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
Yes.
It was her wish.
Chatting so much crap
What
now.
she made me for. Yes, I will do it. I'll try anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
Ooh.
All praise Aloy, anointed
stop
of
this.
the Nora!
Up!
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger.
Yeah, told you guys. Shame on you all.
Worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
Finally, back me up, guys.
Fight, and you're willing.
We go take
to
down the
Meridian
robots.
And wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be.
Teresa's like, ha! Yeah,
Nora,
screw borders.
Make way, that she may forge the path for others to follow.
Yeah, everyone's gonna go to Meridian. Imagine how the Sun King's gonna react. She's gonna be sitting there going, "What the hell? Where did the entire Nora tribe come from? What is going on here?" That's what he's gonna be saying. And then, well, what's left of us anyway. Screw all you guys. Yeah, I think she really want to go outside.
How kind of you to spend a moment with me before you depart. There can be no doubt now. You are a blessing made flesh, the will of the goddess incarnate.
That is entirely true.
Really not that simple, Tirsa. But I guess it's close enough.
Pretty
I know
much.
the path ahead will be dangerous. To kill a metal devil sounds impossible, but I believe in you.
Thank you.
All we have to do is just push over a cliff so it smashes.
Tirsa, I want to know Rost's story. Why he was made an outcast.
That's my boon.
He never told me. Said he took an oath of silence. What did he do?
Oh. Yes, that.
What did he do then?
What crime did he commit?
You didn't.
I will tell you if you wish. But it is a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
Guys, we've got like another 30 minutes. We want to hear it. This is probably the only time we get the chance.
Of course I want to hear it. Tell me.
Rost never committed any crime. He was an outcast by choice.
Ooh.
What? What do you mean?
Look
Many
after you.
years ago, before the derangement, before the Red Raids, a band of murderous outlanders, 12 in number, struck without warning. At Mother's Vigil, they took hostages, and then pressed on, headed for Devil's Thirst.
Mother's Vigil? Where's that?
You would know it as the Forsaken Village, near the Karja border. But at the time, many families lived there. Rost's was one of them. His mate was killed fighting the Outlanders, and his daughter was among those taken hostage.
Oh.
His daughter? What was her name?
Her Aloy, yeah.
She was just 6 years old.
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 Outlanders? Or rescue the hostages?
It was quite impossible. We outnumbered them, but every time a Brave came within bowshot, the Outlanders killed a hostage.
Oh.
What did they come here to do?
That was never discovered. We couldn't track closely enough to observe them. We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. There were reports of strange noises.
Oh, rape.
And then, as suddenly as they came, the Outlanders made their way back to the border and disappeared.
The hell were they doing?
What happened to Rost's daughter? She was killed?
Rost was one of the Braves who tracked the Outlanders, keeping his distance. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the border. Alana among them. Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats and left the corpses just across the border, mocking us.
Why?
Cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sacred land to collect the bodies, let alone pursue them. They thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
So Ross was like, screw that.
Are you saying that Rost went after them? That he became an exile?
No.
He went to get the bodies.
Rost was beside himself with grief, but even so, he would never have broken taboo.
Then what did he do?
He called upon the most terrible and secret rite of the Nora tribe.
Oh, the right
He
to
begged to be
mental
made
sight.
a Death Seeker.
Ooh. Similar to us, but you go and hunt people down and kill them.
A Death Seeker? What is that?
One who dies to go seeking, and in seeking, brings death to others. The ritual drags the spirit from one's body, releasing it to All Mother's care. The heart beats, the mind thinks, but the spirit has moved on.
I don't understand.
Basically, you're
Rost
dead inside.
went after the Outlanders, but his spirit never left. It remained here with All Mother. He gathered the bodies of the slain and returned them. And then he set out in pursuit, not as an exile, but a weapon of vengeance. A barbed arrow shot from a bow, never to return.
Do you think a Death Seeker is someone who's given their DNA to the Vault? That's what it sounds like to me, because if you're leaving your spirit behind, well, if I was to do, like, I don't know how many people know the story of Fox Demons, maybe I'll bring it up another time, but essentially your life essence is the same as your spirit for them, and your life essence is, well, what you get when you have fun times. This is enough of that. Let's just get back to this.
But Ross did return.
Yes. A full year later. And terribly wounded.
He got them all.
He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. A hunting party.
Hopefully got revenge.
By law, he should have died where he lay. But one of the hunters broke taboo. And reaching across the border, she dragged him to our side.
Who was she?
A brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to the very Outlanders that Rost pursued.
Did he fail?
So Rost never finished his mission.
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Tracked them to disparate places the world over, he said. Meridian, Ban-Ur, the Claim, Utaru Land, further even, into the Forbidden West.
Haven't been to that either.
The last he killed nearly got the best of him. Wounded, he stumbled and crawled back to us, hoping to die as close to the sacred land as he could. He never expected nor asked to be dragged across the border and nursed back to health. That was done to him. Leaving us, the matriarchs, in a difficult position.
Now the guy who should be dead, basically.
Why couldn't you just welcome him back?
Rost had been made a Death Seeker, Aloy.
You don't get
He no
welcome
longer
back.
had any place among the tribe. By law, he should have been driven back out. But we couldn't bring ourselves to do that, so we offered a compromise.
Look
You
after
made him
you.
an outcast.
Yes. We offered to do so on the condition he never speak to anyone of this exception.
After all he did, all he suffered, to be declared an outcast was his reward.
Rost was
Better than dead.
overjoyed. He never expected to live another day in the sacred land, let alone the embrace, so close to the goddess. He resolved to spend the rest of his days in solitude, and was happy to do so.
Until you gave
Then
me
you
them.
found me, and gave me to him.
Yes. Another compromise. The matriarchs feared you, and would not let you be raised by the tribe. And so we turned to Rost. I knew that he would take care of you, bring you up, teach you to worship All Mother and respect the ways of the tribe.
He didn't do a good job of that.
Tried anyway. You took a man who'd lost his daughter and made him raise an infant girl. Doesn't that strike you as callous?
I'm inclined to think the course
I
of
think it
events
was
has shown
good.
the wisdom of our choice. And I'm quite certain that from the moment he laid eyes on you, he saw you as a gift and never a burden.
Clearly, Aloy has never
Alright, Tirsa,
had no children.
that's quite a story.
Now let's ask about the Nora.
The Nora have suffered terrible losses, Tirsa. What's to become of them now?
That will be for the goddess to decide. Only she knows the future. For the moment, my sister matriarchs and I will see to the wounded. And as I promised, anyone who wishes to join you at Meridian, we will declare seekers.
Oh, wow, okay.
I think
Basically
for the time being, we should remain here in the mountain, close to the goddess.
Yeah, you should probably protect that vault anyway.
Might be best. If nothing else, it's a defensible position.
I am genuinely...
It's time for me to move on. I thank you for doing what you could to help me through the years, and for telling me Rost's story.
I wish I could have done more, but I am just one woman.
As am I. No need to sell ourselves short.
Hey, pro-feminism. Oh, hello.
Thank you, Aloy.
Got a hug.
I will pray for you.
Okay, I guess it can't hurt.
May I just say, I genuinely, the Ross story, that is one of the very few times in gaming story history I have been given a complete curveball in a story. I did not expect Ross's background story to be that. I thought it might have been something to do with killing people, but I didn't realise. It just completely shocked me.
Just as All Mother struck down the metal.
So she's gonna come see us. Who's this one?
My life has been long, but I've never seen anything like that. Tirsa was right. A blessing, not a curse. We were so unsure.
He's right, Liddy. This guy's having a nice time doing whatever he's doing.
In all my years, I've never seen anything like that.
I don't know who that woman
Aloy,
is.
how did you do that? You entered the heart of the mountain.
Have you seen the Anointed in action?
Events.
I pity any machine that stands against her.
Thank you.
That was... I've never seen anything like that.
People should get outside.
I'd never been inside the sacred mountain. Until now.
Yeah, everyone's learning. We've been in so many of these places now, it's not really that big a deal anymore.
No one had ever entered the mountain.
Forgive,
we're a bit spoiled.
Forgive.
Where's that black lady gone?
You never know what she saw in the mountain.
Is that this one? So
Anointed. I misread the signs. Forgive.
I told you, Lansra, I'm not your anointed.
Those faithless murderers.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna take that well. She's probably gonna keep praising us
How
forever.
did you do that?
The hell are these people?
She's the anointed.
We'll go to Meridian, Aloy. I'll bring Mother's spear.
Sweet.
Your father is right. You belong here. You both do.
Oh, what? What?
Entered the mountain before.
I saw you go inside and saw
No, they're gonna sneak out anyway. They're gonna turn up.
But it's still hard to believe. You were an outcast once. And now...
That looks a lot like someone else. I thought she was killed. Yeah, whatever.
Aloy.
I don't know who half these people are, to be honest. They've given them names, but I just don't know who they are. Know who he is.
Aloy. I don't know what to say.
That you'll go?
Say that you'll see me at Meridian.
Okay.
Of course. That much is simple. But the rest...
Complicated. I know. But maybe if I took you into the heart of the mountain...
No. At least, not yet. I don't know. Please don't think less of me, Aloy. But the goddess chose you to see that. Not me.
Right.
Well, so much going on.
So the survivors took shelter in the mountain? By law, only matriarchs are allowed inside.
Yeah, screw the
It
law.
was Tirsa who broke the taboo. Ordered the tribe into the mountain for safety. Lansra, well, she didn't agree. But I don't think anyone heard her over all the screams and shouting.
Tirsa's decision saved lives. Good for her. Common sense isn't always so common around here.
This one's quite anti...
Tell me about the attack. What happened?
No tradition.
They struck from the east. Our sentinels saw the killers coming. Said that beside them marched Deathbringers and Corruptors and other machines, driven mad. We took ground, met them with clouds of arrows. Some fell, but they kept coming. Finally, we withdrew to the gates of the Embrace to make our stand. But they were too much for us. Those who survived fell back to the mountain.
I'm trying to work out where we should go. Should we go to Gaia, or are we meant to go to Meridian?
Are your injuries serious?
Bruises, pale. Bone.
Don't give me a hunting.
My body ache.
This other rubbish.
I'll be on my...
I always knew you weren't like other Nora.
Neither are you, Varl. Maybe, if we survive all this, I can show you what I've learned. What I'm learning.
Hey.
Perhaps. If the goddess so wills it.
See you in Meridian.
I should really, you know, big up this anointed crap and go around and say, yeah, the goddess wants that to happen. To be fair, she is called almost. She is called the goddess, or whatever. So they're not
the
like...
tribe I served is gone. Soon I will be too.
There's a guy.
The Nora have lost too many, Resh. But
Don't
in your
like
case, I guess they can lose one more.
The killers will be forgotten.
Such a dick, jeez.
None of their deeds will live on in her memory.
I raised her to not be a comedian. I, you know, kept doing all the
Blessings
hard
upon you.
options. She's still chatting shit at people. Oh my
I am
god.
blessed by your presence, anointed.
Is anyone we know?
Seems
No.
so long ago that you were outcast, anointed. Another lifetime.
Nah, I don't think you believe that for a second.
You're proof of the
There's
goddess's
really no
love
one
for
in
us,
this place that we know
anointed.
anymore. They're all just dead or dying.
You honor me.
Dead or dying. Alright. Let's go outside then. Oh wow, I didn't realise it was still normal outside. What's all this? Supply crates! The supply crates are the gift that kept on giving.
Need them soon enough.
That is entirely true. You always need Healy stuff. Now where are these chest gifts that keep on giving? Is that chest? Whoa! We don't want that. Put that down. Is there any chests knocking about? Or is, what? Oh, that's the all heart, the heart of the mountain. There's just random fires. Is that a chest? Looks like a chest. Yes. We don't actually need any of these resources. We have quite a lot already. Clearly, when all these houses were destroyed, it just made it visible the amount of chests we haven't opened. Oh, you know what occurs to me? We never destroyed those, all the horses before this whole place got wrecked. Might have to do that on second playthrough.
No, it's not getting any warmer out here.
Well, it's not about warmth, madam. It's about how many chests we can collect. If you care about heat, we should go visit the place. By the way, why are there still dark people living here, considering this is how many hundreds of years they've been in the Nora region? I feel like they should have gotten a bit white skin due to evolution by now. What's happened to the other path that we could have taken down? I swear there was a second path that went downwards. Let's check out the other route. Don't know where that would have led. I think there was another route. Am I just imagining things? Yeah, that looks a bit like a second route.
Never know when I might need these.
That doesn't appear to go that far as a second route. Is it just a sheer drop? Alright, let's go the other way then. The upside, we've collected a lot of healing potions. Back to the land of fire. No random chests. Through the flames. It's not looking great down here. Don't see any chests. Is that a chest? Chest! Okay. Right. That works out for the best. I think you can climb up this house. Confirmed. I don't see any chests on the roof. Don't know why you put a chest on the roof, but definitely no one would steal it if you put your chest on the roof. Right, after a long hard search, I do not believe there are any more chests. Wait. Yes. There are no more chests lying around in this facility at this stage. Come rain, come shine, the merchants will always survive. So let's buy potions off this guy. I feel like that's the one thing we'll always need. And he's still selling those crappiest equipment in the world. You think they'll upgrade that? Resupplied. Resupplied. Oh, free sample. Oh no, there's no free sample.
This'll help.
Alright, well we've resupplied anyway. Maybe we should, I don't know if we should go see Ross' grave. Let's go see Ross' grave anyway, let's have a conversation with it. Tell him everything we've gotten up to. I'm sure he'll love it. Nothing like talking to the dead. Give him a bit of a catch up. Somebody be like, hey Ross, we actually did all this. And go, whoa, no way. That's a lot of stuff. Why would you do that?
To think he built all this alone. So many memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost. There's nothing for me here anymore.
How did we do? There we go, so we need to wreck all these. Very valid reason why we need to wreck all the horses. There is an achievement if we can crash them all.
Let's get on with it.
Wow, you gotta do a lot of these. We wrecked that? Oh, his head is rolling. I didn't realise what type of animal this is that Ross has built. So he's got the old arrows sticking out of the back. That's oh, what would that be? Can we get into his house? Sort of our house. The door looks like it can be opened. Oh, DLC house, you have to buy it just to find out what Ross actually thought of you. Probably had a journal on the other side. Where's his gravestone? Wasn't that somewhere?
Oh, to think he built all this alone.
Might have been just a little bit outside.
So many memories. It's not home anymore.
There it is.
Not without Rost. Hi, Rost. I'll just take this off. Don't want him listening in.
You sit there, Silas.
Hi, Rost. A lot has happened.
Yes, it has.
So, I went inside the mountain. Do you remember the night before the proving? The final lesson you taught me? You said I needed to serve a purpose bigger than myself.
Well, that's happened.
Well, it couldn't get much bigger. It's the same purpose that drove Elizabeth and Gaia when they were willing to die for. So yeah, I'll do it. Give myself to that for Elizabeth and Gaia and for
both
you.
her mothers
Well,
and our father.
Got a master override to recover, so I guess I'll be on my way. Until next time, Rost.
Yeah. You know who I'm going to try and visit, actually? I don't know how. I'm thinking old grandma, whatever she was called, one who lives on the mountain. I think she lives up here somewhere. Let's go say hi. The one who's really religious, who doesn't talk to anyone directly. Because she might still be living on this mountain. I don't know if she actually ran away to join everyone else hiding out in the All Mother. She could be here. Where exactly is here for her though? Was it? I think she's somewhere up there. Oh, okay, she might be up here. So she's either this one. Where the hell were we with Ross? We were over here. Her house is either here or here. I'm gonna go with this one for now. I might be entirely mistaken. In fact, I'm feeling more certain that I'm entirely mistaken. She's somewhere else. Yeah, this ain't Grandma's house. She was here, I think. So let's go say hi to Grandma. See if she remembers us. For this we gotta go up the mountain. The mountain is this way. Appears to be a robot in the... what the hell? So I went after my bridge. So I think she's up here. I distinctly remember going up this at some point. About a couple of days ago. In the real world, not in the game world, it's probably months in this. Ah, it just keeps going. Yeah, that looks like someone's house. Alright, so this is where Grandma's house is. I think this is Grandma's house. Well, she lives a bit further up. Doesn't look quite as likely. No, I don't. That's basically our house. Well, I have no idea where she was. That'll be us leaving the embrace there. It's the heart. Probably no one in the heart anymore. So let's see what the quests available to us would be now. So we got one in the ancient armory. Oof, we haven't got anything yet for the ancient armory. We've done all the errands. Still bandit camps to do. Still the corruption zones. Let's go to climb. Alright, so our next mission is the Mountain Fell. So we're gonna have to find out about that tomorrow, I'm afraid. Yeah, so something to keep our eye out for. Anyway, I best be off to sleep, and so should you be, if you are tired. Good night everyone, good day, good morning, good whatever it is. May it be happy, bright, wherever you are. And I need to find somewhere to
Easier when I was a kid.
Anyway, goodbye. No, that wasn't right. Okay, now, goodbye. Bye-bye.